Why do people, once they've experienced the freedom and vibrancy of a relationship with a Sagittarius, inevitably return? The answer lies not in the manipulation or cunning of these fiery signs, but in the unique, inimitable atmosphere they create around themselves. People are drawn back to Sagittarius because they long for that sense of perpetual celebration, that life-giving spark of inspiration and excitement that only they can ignite. They return for a breath of pure, unfiltered optimism and the unpredictability that makes them feel truly alive. In this video, I'll explain why people always return to Sagittarius, and at the end, a couple of signs that a Sagittarius will never return. Let's start with the fact that people miss the unpredictability of Sagittarius. They return because, when they connect with a Sagittarius, they feel as if they once again regain the ability to breathe deeply, feeling that the horizon of events is constantly shifting, and the future is not a frozen constant, but a blank canvas. Every day together isn't a dull chapter in a predictable novel, but an exciting, unpredictable quest. It's this sweet uncertainty, this tantalizing taste of adventure, that makes the heart beat faster in anticipation of what will happen today. People also feel alive around Sagittarians. They are irresistibly drawn back to Sagittarians because only with them do they truly feel the pulse of life, feel alive, and not just existing. Sagittarians' energy is like a powerful, indomitable current that sweeps you forward, infecting you with a thirst for action and a desire to live life to the fullest. This sense of perpetual movement, inspiration, and excitement becomes essential, vital for them, and they are ready to plunge into this whirlwind of passion and drive again and again, rather than remain in silence and peace, which for them now equates to stagnation and boredom. Now, Sagittarians are incredibly spontaneous, and it's impossible to be bored around them. These playful, spontaneous people are always ready for adventure and fun at any moment. Their genuine, overflowing enthusiasm for life is infectious. It spreads to those around them, and people invariably feel better, lighter, and happier when they're around this ray of positivity. But this trait also has a dark side: the constant search for new things and the desire for adventure, characteristic of Sagittarians, can make it difficult to establish deep and stable relationships, as they find it difficult to stay in one place for long or to devote sufficient attention to routine and daily obligations. Sometimes their straightforwardness, which is initially appealing due to its honesty, can be hurtful or perceived as tactless if they don't consider how their words affect others. Now, only Sagittarians know how to inspire so much. They return in search of a spark, that inner flame of inspiration that seemed long extinguished by the onslaught of routine. Sagittarians are eternal seekers of meaning, wanderers whose thirst for adventure and new knowledge knows no bounds. It's as if a dormant volcano awakens around them. Their enthusiasm and fiery eyes ignite a fire in those around them, reminding them how important it is to dream, strive for more, and not be afraid to move forward. People are drawn to this light, this source of vitality, to once again feel capable of great achievements, courage, and faith in the impossible. Now, about the fact that Sagittarius won't cling. It is precisely this lack of shackles and pressure that becomes the paradoxical magnet that draws them back again and again. They know Sagittarius will never cling with a death grip, smother with their love, or demand an accounting for every minute of absence. This amazing ease and respect for personal space and the inner freedom of others creates a unique sense of trust and ease. In a world where everyone is trying to control and impose their own rules, their ability to let go and trust becomes invaluable, and they return for that breath of clean, free air that can only be inhaled with a Sagittarius. They also long for that excitement and thrill. People are irresistibly drawn back because, deep down, they desperately seek a way to reintroduce the excitement and thrill that seem to have vanished forever under the weight of a predictable and stifling routine. They know Sagittarius has a unique gift for turning the mundane into an exciting adventure, and will always find a way to add spice and excitement to a relationship. Whether it's a spontaneous trip to the ends of the earth, a wild idea, or simply an unexpected turn in conversation, it's impossible to get bored with them. But the most interesting thing about Sagittarius is that people see a rare and valuable quality: the ability to not hold grudges and leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Sagittarius isn't the type to hold a grudge for long. hatch plans for revenge, or endlessly replay negative moments in their minds. They prefer to let things go and move on, forward, to new horizons. This amazing ease of forgiveness and ability to live in the present and the future disarms and attracts, giving hope for a relationship without the heavy baggage of past mistakes and omissions. Moreover, they remember their optimism, which is healing. In a world overflowing with cynicism, skepticism, and perpetual discontent, they return to Sagittarius as a source of life-giving moisture, because they desperately remember and seek out their unwavering, healing optimism. This sincere, overflowing faith in the best, in people, in possibilities, becomes a true lifeline for them. With a Sagittarius, the weight of problems and dark thoughts recede, dissolving in their radiant, life-affirming outlook on the world. And you know what's most interesting? People are drawn back by an irresistible desire to be with someone who isn't afraid to live on the edge and is willing to go all in. In a world where every step is calculated and ensured, Sagittarius's courage and adventurism become a rare and precious quality that captivates and inspires. They are drawn to this fearlessness to experience risk, even if only briefly, to step out of their comfort zone and believe that life isn't just a series of obligations, but also an exciting game where you can put everything on the line for a dream or adventure. Furthermore, Sagittarius is always there for their loved ones when they need it most, no matter what time of day it is, midday or the dead of night. You can always count on the presence and support of a Sagittarius when you desperately need it. They demonstrate exceptional devotion to their closest circle and are willing to do anything to help and support a loved one, regardless of time or circumstances. And only Sagittarians are known for their humor. In a world where people are often overly serious and fixated on their own problems, their disarming ability to laugh at everything, including the most ridiculous situations and themselves, is a true revelation. This cheerful, lighthearted outlook relieves tension, helps you see the bright side even in the darkest moments, and simply allows you to relax. People return for this lightness of being, this infectious smile, and the ability to turn any drama into comedy, feeling that with a Sagittarius, life becomes simpler and more fun. Now about how Sagittarians can make the world a bigger place. Sagittarians have an amazing gift for expanding the world around others, pushing aside invisible walls of limitations and doubts. With them, you begin to not just look, but see further, want more, dream louder, and stop being afraid of your ambitions. And when they leave, or when the relationship is put on hold, the world around them mercilessly narrows again, becoming gray, predictable, and small. This yearning for scale, for the heights of flight and breadth of thought that only Sagittarius can offer, is what draws people back. And most importantly, with them, you are the best version of yourself, and it wasn't that Sagittarius demanded, criticized, or tried to change anything, not at all. They simply inspired others to shine brighter with their presence, their faith, and their unfading light. They seemed to recognize hidden potential in their partners and encouraged self-development without pressure, simply by their very existence. And finally, here are the signs that a Sagittarius will never return. When it comes to Sagittarius, a total and final goodbye comes suddenly and irrevocably. And here are the main signs that they'll never return. First, there's a complete lack of contact. If a Sagittarius erases you from their life without explanation, blocks you everywhere possible, and doesn't respond to any attempts to communicate, it means the bridges have been completely burned. Furthermore, they're already caught up in a new adventure or goal. Sagittarians quickly shift their attention. If you see them completely immersed in a new project, trip, or relationship, it means there's no room for you in their future. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. And I'd like to invite you to watch another video about why Sagittarius is a sign that doesn't chase anyone. Link in the description or in the preview. If you recognize yourself or someone in your life, let me know in the comments. It's more important than it seems.